Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Pretty Poison, a South African simmer, and today we are doing a A-frame build. So yeah, that's my first A-frame build that I have ever done. So let's see how it goes. So for this build, I wanted to have different levels. I don't know what you guys call it, like for the deck or whatever you want to call those parts. So in order to achieve this, I had to, it's kind of like a little basement area that I did not use for the build, but if you guys do download this build and want to make use of the space, you can just add stairs that goes down and then you can actually use the basement part. But yeah, I didn't really want it for my build. It is just there so that the structure can work, since you can't really like attach different levels to each other. So yeah, I basically used this as a workaround then for this kind of build that I wanted to make. So it was a bit tricky figuring out the roofing part for this A-frame shape, but I did eventually get it to work. It's not like the roof pieces don't 100% link up, but it's like good enough that you don't even notice where it's linking up. So yeah, that is the roof. And then I wanted to have a lot of natural lighting in this house, so I tried to use big open windows and also use open entrances, but the doors I put by the entrances, I actually do end up changing it to basically the first floor. There is, in the front and the back part, there's actually no walls because I end up using this, I don't know what you call it, this trimming that you usually use with columns and stuff, but yeah, I end up putting that on. So then basically the wall is just a window, so the Sims game gives off a lot of strange light, like it makes the light weird because of this in the house, like the natural daylight is a bit strange. This house looks best at night. So then by the ceiling, I also wanted to add some glass ceiling. So over the whole bedroom it is glass ceiling. And then in the bathroom there is some glass ceiling, and by the living room side there's also a bit of glass ceiling on top, so that that can also like bring in the natural light. And I always find it could be really nice and relaxing if you're taking a bath, maybe your Sims bath in the soaks, you know, and say it's raining and they just lie in the bath and look up at the rain falling down. I just think that can be such a beautiful scenery. So for the exterior walls, I went with this light wooden color, and then interior I put white, but then I actually do change it to also the wooden color. And then for the bedroom upstairs, it's not really enclosed in a room. I make use of fencing. So this house is like, there's almost no privacy, just the bathroom has privacy in this house. Otherwise this house is very open and public. And when playtesting this house, right, there is townies that literally come to my backyard, right? They literally walk on my platforms to go from one side of the yard to the other side as they walk past. So they don't walk around my yard, they literally walk through my yard. Like, why are they even doing that? Who said they can walk through my yard? They are trespassing. But in any case, we are now busy with the bedroom upstairs. So I add these little cupboards to obviously give space to put clutter, because I mean I need space to put clutter. Where else is my Sims gonna pack all their stuff? In the cupboards? I don't think so. I mean, people leave stuff lying around, it's human nature. So then by the bed I also put mirrors, and then I add some of these eco lifestyle bars, and then a little end table next to the bed as well. So I add some dresses for my Sims, and also a little TV and a little suitcase for if my Sim decides to go somewhere. And then I add these chairs, they from the Desert Luxe kit. And then I tried to do something a bit different. I haven't done this before, but I've thought a lot about it. Using the meditation pillow as a chair pillow. And then I also used one of these debug pillows on the chair. It took me a while to figure out the rotation. It's really weird, but I managed to make it work. And it is play tested. Your Sim can sit on the chairs and use the chairs, so that's cool. Now we come to the clutter part. So as you can see, I laid out a lot of clutter that I want to use here. And I decided, despite having the dressers, I wanted to add this railing with the clothes hanging as well. because maybe my sim has a lot of clothing. It didn't fit all in those dresses, even though she has like 3 dressers. So then I just felt like it fits the scene of this bedroom very nicely to have this railing with the clothes hanging. And then I just add all the clutter to these cupboards at the back behind the bed. And then obviously to position it properly, I had to move the cupboards away and then holding Alt and move the stuff. And I think it looks really awesome. I mean, it looks very cluttered and busy. A bit messy, maybe slightly a bit on the messy side, but not too bad. And then I just add the cupboards back and it fits well. Now with this end table, I did struggle a bit to like position the stuff properly. So I ended up actually sizing down the little lamp I put there. And then this like little divider thing with the branches on it. It has like these fairy lights on, which I thought is also really pretty. And it fits the area because we are kind of like in the woods in nature. I chose, I can't remember what the name of this world is. It is the cottage living one. I just can't remember the name right now. But yeah, this is the world I chose to build this building because I wanted it to be in nature. I felt like this A-frame build fits nature very well, especially with having a lot of natural light in the build. I thought it's a really beautiful scene to put it here. So then I just add some more clutter pieces, some chests, and yeah, that's the bedroom. Now we can move on to the bathroom. So for the bathroom, I did a little platform which will be for the shower and the bathtub. And I also changed the wall color there just to make it look a bit more different and decorative. So the shower head is from the Snowy Escape Pack. The basins, however, is from For Rent. I really love using these basins, but I like using the white or the black one that doesn't have the flower pattern in the basin. I just feel like that doesn't really match the type of builds I do. And then the mirror I used, I think, is Seasons. And then those benches I put in the middle is from Dream Home Decorator. And the toilet is, I want to say it's Base Game, I can't remember right now. The cupboard is Grown Together, and then those towel shelves is also Base Game. So yeah, that is the main furniture in the bathroom. And then of course we need to add all the clutter and the wall pieces of the furniture in this bathroom. So yeah, by the bathtub I added a little table with some clutter on it, and it is functional as long as it is on the right side of the bath, if that makes sense. The left side is where your sim climbs in, so if you put stuff there, it wouldn't have been functional. But as long as you keep the clutter on the right side of the bath, then your sim can still use it. It is functional, no issues. Also added some plants and a little chair. And then I like putting magazines near the toilet because, I mean, you guys know. And then I had some towels and some wall art. I think it looks pretty. And then for the lighting, I went with these lights from the Eco Lifestyle pack. So now we head on to the kitchen part of this build. So you guys will see I'm building this build at nighttime because the lighting is just better when the lights are on in the house. I can actually see better. If it's like daytime, then it's like some parts have sun, some parts are darker. It's just a bit different. So it's easier to build it at night, the specific house, the way it is built. So yeah. The cupboards come from Dream Home Decorator, and then the fridge and the stove comes from the Grown Together pack, and the flowers I put there is from Eco. And the reason I put these flowers there is because there was a little gap between the counters. So to hide that and fill up that little spot, I put these flowers there. And I used High School Years wall light to give some more lighting under the top counters. And then we have the basin and the dustbin. The only appliances I put in this kitchen is the microwave and the kettle. So I'll get back to the kitchen to clutter it and stuff. We are doing now the living room part. So to start off, I have 3 couches, but then eventually I do move the 3rd couch on the right. I don't think I move it in the speed build, but you'll see in the house tour. It was causing my sim not to be able to actually move into the living room area. There was no space. So I had to move that couch to give my sim an open path to actually use the living room area. And then this will be like the dining room area. I know it's like in front of the bathroom, but it's not so bad. The bathroom is very luxurious, I think. So I doubt it will smell bad or, anything like that. And then in this corner, this is like a little book nook type of corner where Sims can grab a book and just sit and read. And yeah, it's very basic, that book corner. And then in this corner is like the computer, but I gave her a laptop. I didn't give her like a big fancy computer. The reason why I say her is because the sim I moved into this house for the house tour is a female sim. So that's why I'm talking like that. But I mean, you guys will move wherever you want into the house. And then I add some mats by the entrances and these shelves. I really love these industrial loft shelves on the walls. And yeah, I think now we can get to the cluttering part. So I wanted to move the shelves, but then I realized it needs to link up with the other shelf above the fridge, so I couldn't move them. But then I left it where it is, and yeah, now I'm just adding some wall pieces and then some clutter. I also wanted to put a fireplace in this build, but I kind of didn't have the space for it. So I actually made space. Like, I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna put it below the TV. I don't really like doing that, but it is what it is. There isn't any other space. Okay, so now I'm adding all the clutter. I put the spread above the microwave, and then what do we have here? We have some dishes. So I like putting the jug next to the dish rack as well. I just feel like something you will find there generally. Then we have some jars, a knife block, a little casserole dish. By the kettle we have some coffee mugs and some containers with biscuits and that kind of stuff. I also put the like square glass bowl with the lemons. I thought that's really cool. And yeah, just some random stuff. By the computer this time I didn't put like clutter next to the laptop on the left or the right, because I'm a bit tired of my sims not wanting to use the computer. Like, you have to make the sim first sit down and then use the computer, and I'm a bit tired of that problem. So I've decided to put less clutter next to the computers in my builds from now on. It is a bit sad because it looks really awesome with all the clutter, but yeah, I just want to make it simpler, you know, so that there isn't too much issue when playing with the game. So now we head on to the exterior. I wanted to put these little, I don't know what you call it, but it's like little waterfalls from Snow Escape. I felt like putting it by all the entrances / all the stairs. And now I'm just like mapping out my garden, where I want to put garden. So that pebble path, I'm not gonna like put anything there. It's just like a little path from the front to the back. And then yeah, I was looking for specific debug flowers, but then after a long search I did find them and I sized them up. I think it fits perfectly. And by this pebble section I wanted to do like a desert deflower effect, and then by the sandy section I will do more like plants type of vibe. If that makes sense, I don't know. But then I found these mushrooms and I was like, I've never used this before, let me put this in this build, because I mean, we are in the cottage living world. There is those random mystery mushrooms you find lying around. So yeah, this is the backyard, the pool area. So we obviously have the barbecue. We have some lounge chairs. In the front I put the campfire from Little Campers, because I thought it's going to create a nice woodsy cozy campfire vibe, you know. So that's what I was going for, yeah. And then I put this Desert Luxe bench as well, and these Dine outdoor heaters. I thought these really nice. And then I just put some plants all around to give it some more greenery, because I didn't do much landscaping over here. And then I used this Party Essentials kit bar and some more benches just to give more seating area. So I didn't go too crazy with the outdoor part of this build. I kept it quite simple. And then I used these ball lights from, I think, Wedding Stories pack. But yeah guys, this is the speed build. Next up is the house tour and screenshot. Please give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you like this build. Poison out.